Just cut me out of this straitjacket.
No one's getting out of here alive.
What? Don't do it.
Game Trailers 2011 Game of the Year Awards. Best third-person shooter.
Whether you're adventuring in search of treasure, trying to survive an onslaught of monstrous freaks, or fighting a war for Uncle Sam, shooting from a third-person perspective remains a great way to take care of business. There's been little innovation in the genre in the past year, but there's a lot of variety to experience and murderous fun to be had within this very competitive genre.
And the nominees are Dead Space 2.
You're in terrible danger.
The sequel to Dead Space starts out on a familiar note, but it soon becomes horrifyingly clear that your battle against the necromorphs has become more intense, less predictable, and more terrifying than ever. Intensity, variety, and expert pacing make your grim situation thrilling, and the expanded armory of mining tools remains extremely effective and wickedly enjoyable. Even your own deaths are gruesomely entertaining.
Gears of War 3.
Wrapping up the Gears trilogy with numerous satisfying bangs, this finale delivers finely tuned, cover-based shooting with even more formidable enemies, 4-soldier squads that encourage multiplayer co-op, and numerous explosive moments that players won't soon forget. The multiplayer package is more buff than it's ever been, with additions like Beast and Horde Mode 2.0 utilizing tower defense. When the dust finally settles, it's mission accomplished across the board.
SOCOM 4 U.S. Navy SEALs.
Sometimes planning your move is as important as making the shot. There's no question that SOCOM 4 puts a lot of its emphasis on lethal, tactical multiplayer action that's a much different experience than what other shooters offer. The solo campaign isn't too shabby either, with flexible and easy-to-execute squad commands letting you lay siege to a fortress or set up a perfect ambush. If you want to get tactical with your third-person shooting, this is the game.
Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception.
Drake supplements his shooting with stealth, a few puzzles, and old-fashioned fistfights. The game cuts down on repetition, introducing vertical levels that challenge you in unique ways, and dynamic environments that simply go way beyond what we've seen before in terms of believability and spectacle to provide exceptional and unique gameplay opportunities.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine.
Carving through the hordes of orcs as a space marine is a truly harrowing experience. Enemies swarm you in such great numbers that it's often impossible to kill them all with guns before they close distance, and you recover from damage by performing brutal executions. The constant switch up from shooting monsters in the face and butchering opponents point blank is a satisfying loop, and the story and upgrades are paced just right to wrap up the experience before it overstays its welcome.
And the winner is Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception.
Some games on this list do one or two things really well, which is commendable, but Uncharted 3 does it all with aplomb. Perfectly balanced variety and extraordinary scenarios power a perfectly paced campaign, and the beefed-up multiplayer gives you plenty of reasons to continue playing the game after you know how the story wraps up. The action itself is great, but there's really something for everyone here.